And then for our second review for chapter 3, some more work on function notation. So problem number 1, f of 8 is equal to 2 times 8 minus 3 plus 1. So we're trying to replace the x's with the value of 8. So we have 2 times 5 plus 1. So f of 8 will have a final answer of 11. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is 11. In the second problem, g of 3 is equal to 4 times 3 minus 7. So that's going to be 12 minus 7. So g of 3 has a final answer of 5. In problem 3, let's say take the two answers, the f of 8 answer and the g of 3 answer, and subtract them. So it'll be 11 minus 5. So that answer would be 6. In the fourth problem, this is where a lot of you wanted to replace the x with 13, but they're actually saying if the answer, f of x is 13, what's the value of x? So going back to the first function, if f of x is equal to 2 times the quantity of x minus 3 plus 1, we're going to replace the f of x with 13, and we're going to solve this equation for x. So first step, subtract 1 from both sides, which is 12. And then divide by 2. This is 6. And then add 3 to both sides. And x is 9. I generally solve a lot of my equations by reversing order of operations. So if I actually stick the x value back into the equation, is kind of check and make it 2 times quantity of 9 minus 3 plus the 1. By order of operations, I would be doing the subtraction problem first, the minus 3 problem first, and then once I got 6, I would be multiplying that by 2 to get to the 12, and then I would add 1 to get to 13. So when I solve equations, I kind of look at the problem and I think about reversing order of operations. So maybe some of you may have approached by getting rid of the parentheses first, and that's fine. It will work if it's done algebraically correctly. But again, if you look at my steps here, the first thing I did was I got rid of the plus 1, then I got rid of the multiplication problem second, and then the last thing I took care of was the subtraction problem. So I generally look at order of operations and reversing those. But again, have a different approach and still got 9. You still did the problem correctly, just a different way. And then the last one, g of x is equal to 4x minus 7. And we're replacing g of x with an answer of 30. So first step is add 7 to both sides. So 37 is equal to 4x. Then we're going to divide both sides by the 4. So the final answer is 37/4. You may have turned this into a mixed number or a decimal number. All three are equivalent answers. So final answer is 37/4 or 9/4.